all your racing in the game. On the street, drive safely and responsibly, and wear your seatbelt.
Welcome to my next game that I'm doing. This is Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005, a car racing game that got released in 2005. Now basically, sometimes it is like either a bad game or good game, but depending on how well I do in this game. Now, if you didn't notice, but with all these files though, I did beat the game before, like, many times. So yeah, so that's why I'm an expert at it. So yeah, my main file is just right there. It's just my real name, Cody. So yeah. So anyway, let's just alright, so I'm just going to, like, just instead of loading the file, I'm just going to, like, just exit out of there. And then what I'm going to do first before I get started is I'm basically going to go to quick race, and then I'm going to show you, like, a glitch, obviously, which will help save a lot of time in this game. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So basically for quick race, there's, like, quick play. So far basically, which is obviously, you know, it just selects like the track view, and it selects the race type, and then it selects the car view. So yeah, and it'll also set the number of laps too, and the race settings. And you can do a custom race, which you can just choose a race, change your settings, and then choose a car. Now, split screen, it's just like the custom race, except except this one is for 2 players. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to show that off, obviously. Now basically, circuits are obviously a looped. They're basically looped tracks. And then sprints are like, well, sprint races are just go from point A to point B. That's all it is. Drags, well, I'll exactly have this guy explain drag races to us.
Drag's all about hitting the perfect shift. When the shift arrow turns green, that's the sweet spot. You can reach high speeds in drag races, so don't try and steer the car. Just tap in the direction you want to go, and your car will automatically change lanes. Time your nitrous first well to get the jump on the other racers. When you have the lead, try to watch the racers behind you, and if possible, run interference by blocking their lane.
So basically, yeah, this is just some sort of, like, short race and manual transmission. And you just have to, like, watch out for civilian targets, because if you hit one, then you get total. And then lap knockouts, it's just like circuit races, but except this time for each lap, a racer gets like eliminated from the race. So yeah, it's like an elimination race. And then speed trap, I'll have the guys play this too.
Speed trap racing is all about showcasing your ride's top end. The map will show you where the photo radar stations are located. You gotta rip through the traps as fast as you can. The highest overall speed through all the traps wins. Don't fall behind or you lose points once the first racer crosses the line.
So basically, what speed trap races are, they're like sprint races, except there's like speed traps that you have to like speed your way through, and you have to score like high speeds, and it's mostly preferred to go super fast. Obviously, you play through the speed traps because it's the only way to win. Now, if you're like in second or third or fourth, and if one player finishes the race first, then basically the rest of your speed scores will keep going down at least a little bit until you finish the race. So yeah, in order to win this race, you have to make sure to go fast, right past the cameras, and then just not like. And try not to like waste time to get to the finish. Now this really cool glitch that I will show off probably in part 2, honestly, but I will activate it now just in case. So what you can just do is you just select a race that is in the career mode. You can just turn the laps down to 1, turn the traffic off for this. Well, basically, changing the difficulty just doesn't work, obviously, in the career mode. So yeah, you're just gonna have to like leave it as it is, and then just only focus on changing the laps and traffic level. And then you just hit accept, and then you back out, and then you select the next race, then just keep repeating it until you have set all of the loop races at least to the right race settings that you wanted. But it only works on like circuits and lap knockouts. It doesn't work on sprints or drags or speed traps. So yeah, you gotta know that. So for this one, just turn it down to 1 opponent. Then turn the traffic level off for this one as well, and then back out. Now when you go in the career mode, now I'm only going to show off the prologue in the first one. Now what I'm going to do in this game is that I'm going to just show off myself getting 100% in this game as well, just like I did in Sonic Heroes. So yeah, be prepared for that. So anyway, so the first thing you have to do in order to do a career mode is to make the alias. So then you can save your game. And you just basically type in your name. You just type in a file name and then you're good to go once you get done. And then basically, just for the sake of this playthrough, I'm basically just going to type in my YouTube username, prologue15, and then just hit done. Alright, so here's the first cutscene.
your ride and the pretty girl. Get ready for that.
Stay focused. He's rolling on a lot of power, so wait for you to shoot first.
So one thing I'm gonna do first before we get into the game. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I really need to really turn the music off. The basic reason why I'm doing that is because I basically don't want any of the copyrighted songs in this game to block any of the videos I do. So yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna really turn. I have to really turn the music off, completely. Just so then the videos of this playthrough that I do really will not get blocked or muted. So yeah, so yeah, you'll have to deal with it, guys. Sorry. Now for the video settings, you can change the time of day. I'm just gonna not that. I think I'll do this type, since that it is brighter though. And you can also change the brightness too, but I'm going to leave the brightness as it is, since that will help you complete the game easily. Oh whoops, I forgot I had to hit A or so. And then for the gameplay, I'm going to change the race map to static. I'll keep both of them on static. And let's turn the car damage off, just because I don't want to see any damaging on my car, or any of them. And I'll leave autosave on, because that's important. And why do I keep hitting back? And then for the player, I'll change the camera to far, and then everything else can stay the same. Now here are the controls for this game. Basically, right trigger is to accelerate, left trigger is to brake or reverse, and the Y button is to look back. Your A button is your A brake, your E brake, my bad. The B button is your nitrous button. Your speed breaker is the X button, and the left control stick is your steering. And then LB is to look back. RB is to change cameras. The select button is to reset your car, which is the left arrow in the middle. The Xbox guide, well, yeah, it's just the Xbox button, right on the middle, the controller, the one that's shiny green, and then you shift up with the right control stick by pushing up, and then on the right control stick you push down to shift down. Now, both of these are preferred if you're driving a manual transmission. You can pause the game just by pressing the pause button. And then the directional buttons on the and then the arrows on the D-pad. And up is to enter shop or enter event. World map is left on the D-pad. Right on the D-pad is the SMS system, which is the messages. And then down on the D-pad is the blacklist. So yeah. So we will see the blacklist later on. So yeah. So yeah, those are your controls for the game. So yeah, there you go. All right. So let's just get to it.
Remove
that is nitrous. Oh, and also watch this. Did you see that? It was a dream. Like, wow, I don't know why they started cussing like that. 6 days ago, entering Rockport City.
Oh man, did you pick the wrong street to run on? This is a nice car. Pages, shipper, it's off the shoulders. There's something more I should know about.
I'd like to take a little peek under the hood.
Good idea. Let me tell you what's about to happen. We're going to take the car, tear it apart, and see if it's street legal. You know, I think odds are good. Get a record of it.
Looks like you're racing days.
Street racing is finished. I've got a beautiful little surprise to make sure you guys from the inside out. Now get out of the car. Next time, you won't be so lucky. Next place.
4 days ago, cruising the streets looking for a race. Alright, so here's our first real race in the game. So first we're going to challenge Ronnie, who is Ronnie McCrea. So basically, if you didn't know what this car actually is, it's actually a BMW M3 GTR. This is actually the most wanted GTR in the game. I mean, yeah, the most wanted BMW in the game. And the thing is, whoever is like really about playing this game for the first time, it's always their car. Like it's everyone's car. When it's at least someone whoever is like playing this game, it's always their car. So yeah. no need to observe. Like, the thing is, it's absolutely always, like, the player's BMW. And sometimes it's definitely also whoever's BMW it is. Like, it's always that when they play this game. It is for everyone, you know. Whoever has this game. So yeah. But anyway, next cutscene.
Bolt on or not, that ride is hot. I know your ride doesn't have a chance.
My 60-footer, quarter mile, whatever you want to throw on the table, smokes anything here, including this punk gas kit car.
Well, then where's your punk money then?
$5,000. Says my boy'll smoke this clown.
It's your boy.
I ain't racing this nobody. And I ain't taking orders from some chick who just rolled onto the scene.
Yeah. This is the number 15 guy on the blacklist. You got a lot of rep to earn before you get to run with him.
Thanks for the update. Are we doing this or what?
I got it.
Never mind.
Why don't we make it 10 grand?
Oh yeah, you want to amp this up? Let's do it right. Yeah. Give me the police. We got a couple of guys about to street race down here at the shipyards. You better send the cops right away. Maybe an ambulance too. I ain't through with you. I never want to see your face again.
Oh, Razor. Anyway, next race is against Bull, who is Toro Sato, which you saw in the cutscene. So yeah, let's go. So yeah, so this is what we see for the first time. Cops. Basically, cops can like pretty much slow you down a little bit in the race if they can like really catch up with you. So yeah, the thing is, you basically have to like watch out. Like that's really you just have to do. Just watch out. So yeah, this is the speed breaker. Like I said, you hold the X button, and what the speed breaker does is the speed breaker can slow down time, and so then you should be able to turn around easily and make tight corners a lot easily. So yeah, the speed breaker always comes in handy when you're in pursuit. And it's also important to have like nitrous too, just because without it you can't go fast. And it's also going to make it like more difficult to like win races too, though. So yeah, you need to make sure you at least have like nitrous on your car, especially when you start this game. So yeah. Well, I'm sure whenever we start the first blacklist member, that we won't have nitrous unlocked right away. We just have to unlock it first. But then again, like I said, we will see it later in part 2. So yeah, let's just continue. Before I run out of storage. 2 days ago, building reputation, winning races.
Well, look what the underground let loose. Let's see how good you do in the daylight.
Alright, now we're in the circuit race. So basically, this circuit race, I have noticed, I actually did, like, I did, like, I tell you before, circuit races they're basically just loop races. And then you just have to go around the track in a certain amount of laps, mostly. But basically, according to that glitch, circuit and lap knockout glitch that I just showed you, it will affect it once you see it in part 2. So yeah. So yeah, you could see like that. Since we finished the first lap, now we have like 1 lap to go. So now it says 2 out of 2. So that means we're on the last lap. And then since we're on the last lap, you just have to go around this track one more time, and then reach the finish line to finish the race. So yeah. Just in case if you wanted anything. And then now what you see obviously on the bottom left, that is your map. It will show you where you are and where your opponents are. So make sure to keep an eye on that. And then the top right is your leaderboard. You can see your position that you're in, the number of laps, the percentage, and you can see the time, and then you can see the different places, different positions that they race against. So yeah. Now you can also hit A sometimes you can either continue when you finish the race, but sometimes if you lose a race in the career mode, you'll have to redo all that all of that circuit or lap knockout race that you just did all over again, including the other races. So if you lose, then you can just restart the race, and then yeah. Hopefully I don't have to keep restarting too much in this playthrough, just because I don't really want to waste time. And then you can also check your race stats as well. Like for example, like there was like my driver, Butler, Raj, and Spencer though. Like only 2 people only finished under 2 minutes. So yeah, and then 2 people did not beat the 2-minute time limit. Well, maybe it's not a time limit though, but yeah. And you can also check other stats too, like the statistics. And then yeah, you can like check all that. You can check the laps, obviously, and then you can check the standings. So yeah, good to know. So anyway, 1 more race to go, and then the prologue will be done.
Good run. I like your style. Just make sure you watch your back with these guys, alright? See you around.
What's up, Bosun? I'm glad you're putting it down out there. I really am, because I can't wait to get a crack at that ride. What? Did anybody tell you? You gotta put your ride on the line to run against a blacklist racer, and that is why people aren't stupid enough to do it. I'll be waiting.
Alright, so yeah, we're back in the same cutscene again, but this time we can do the whole race this time instead of watching the first parts of it.
How's your car run?
And yeah, this cutscene's a little different, just a tiny bit.
First, I'm gonna take your ride, then I'm gonna take your girl. Get ready for that.
Yeah, see, it's a little different.
Hey, stay focused. He's rolling on a lot of power, so wait for him to shift first.
Alright, so let's do this. Now, basically, if you're wondering how to get a perfect launch, you basically just have to get like the driving needle to it's the different color, obviously in the driving gauge, basically in order to get a perfect launch. But by the time it says go, and then you get it. So yeah. So basically, yeah. Having the perfect launch can come in handy, just in case if you're doing really difficult races. So yeah, you can see Razor is ahead of me, so he's in first place, and I'm in second. And then by the time I pass him, then I'll be in first place, and Razor will be in second place. So yeah, that is an example to know. When you're doing only two opponents. Now see, right here, you can like use the speed breaker to really go right through, to completely just go right through a tight corner, like this one, and then just like nitrous your way out. And then basically the thing about the nitrous is that whenever you like run out of like nitrous, hang on. So basically the thing about nitrous is right here. When you run out of nitrous, you basically just have to wait until it recharges, and it does charge slowly, so you have to make sure to use it wisely. And then, guess what happens to our BMW? It breaks down. So now, we really lost our ride, so that sucks.
Thank you for the ride. I knew you weren't blacklist material. Hey, where's your punk money now?
What happened?
What happened is he's all so with no go.
She's mine now. And I'm gonna ride her like you never could.
Hard and flattered.
Hey, Mia. Sweetheart. The winner circle's over here. Bus stops that way, champ.
You see Foxy with one, but you're mine now.
Hey, where's your fancy ride?
Who cares? He's not going to be where he's going. And they're going to love you in the big house, baby.
Sometime later.
Get in. I heard they didn't have enough on you. Guess it's hard to nail you for street racing when you don't know how to ride. Razor set you up. You messed with your car. Gets worse. He's number one on the blacklist, and he used your ride to get there. To get back in, you have to become notorious, win races, and build up your bounty. I've hooked you up with a place to lay low in, but first, you gotta get yourself a new ride. Hey Ed, it's Mia. I got a friend coming by. Do me a favor, hook him up? Thanks. I owe you one.
Alright, so since that we really lost our car, so now we basically have to buy a new ride, obviously, since that we really lost our BMW, and since that Razor stole it, we are going to get it back from him. But yeah, that's going to take a long time to do it. So yeah, like I said, be prepared. But anyway, I'm sorry that I have to stop here though, but I have to, since this video is getting quite long, and I don't really want this video to stop recording by itself, because I don't want to run out of storage every time. So yeah, I'm just gonna stop here, and then yeah. So when we come back for part 2, we will be able to start doing the blacklist. But the first thing we have to do is buy a car. So I'll explain how car buying works in the next part. So see you then.